If you're one of my five faithful, you may recall that a year ago, last February, I started the search for a good pair of work gloves. And my first entry was this pair of Ironclad Ranchworks, or maybe they were Ranchworks Ironclad. I'm not sure how it works. But this pair of gloves. And when I did the video, I'd been wearing them a couple weeks, and I'd already showed you a blowout that I had on the seam. And I was a little disappointed in that, but I said, you know what, I'm going to keep on using these things. I'm not going to repair it, and I'm just going to keep on going. And I've used these things almost exclusively for a year. Now, there's a caveat. I have a pair of gloves that I keep in the truck, and if I'm off somewhere, I may grab those. But that doesn't happen often. Most of my work goes on here at the house. So, and you can see that these things have been used. I have not had any more blowouts. I am starting to get a wear on that finger, but it's only going through the first layer. So it hasn't gone through. Matter of fact, it's just this kind of small layer up here. So it hasn't worked its way through to the finger. And I don't really have anything else to complain about in any other place. And many's the time that I thought about getting out the needle and thread and fixing that. And I will do that now. But I wanted to leave that. I mean, it was there's a bit of a wear there. It was a serious flaw that if that was going to be the downfall of this pair of gloves, so be it. But it wasn't. It didn't really spread, appreciably. And for the most part, I was okay. So this pair of gloves did a good job. I'm pretty happy with how they work. They're heavy gloves. They're thick, and that's the reason why. Would I buy these gloves again? Yeah, I would. I may. What I'm going to do now is I am going to move to another pair of gloves as soon as I get back from my trip, and I have a pair. I think it's a pair of Milwaukee that I have sitting ready to go. And I think I'll sew that up and see how they do. And I'll probably retire these to my truck, and so that I can devote most of my glove wearing work to the new pair that I'm going to test. But I've got to say, these Ironclad Ranchworks or Ranchworks Ironclads, I don't recall which one it is. They held up pretty good. They were like $24 as I recall, and I think I've gotten my money's worth out of them, and they're still good, viable gloves. So I'm pretty happy. So that's my report, my 1-year review of these gloves. Now, I want to tell you about something really, really cool that happened to me. And it still makes me laugh because it just tickles the heck out of me that this occurred. But if you are one of the five faithful, you know that I just love the surplus store over in Fort Walton Beach, H&B Army Navy, I think it's called. Don't have any affiliation with the owners. Don't even talk to them, really. They don't know me from Adam. And I like it that way. But I love that store because it's just a crazy anarchy of surplus. It's just nuts. They really don't have control of what's going on there, and that's wonderful because you just go through piles and piles of stuff, and sometimes you find some real gems. And I've shared those gems with you in the past. Well, I was over there the other day on my lunch hour, looking for a couple of items, before I go on my hunting trip. And I just got to tell you what happened. So I'm in there and I'm rooting around some stuff, and I see this young man, I don't know, probably in his late 20s, rooting around a big bin of straps, and I just gave him that ocular pat down, as they say, and then went on about my business. Well, he looked around and he said, "Hey, how you doing?" A very friendly guy. So I said, good, how are you? And he stopped. And he just looked at me. He said, "Do you come here a lot?" And I said, "Well, yeah, I probably said more than I need to, but yeah." He said, "I know you." He said, "You're Renaissance Marine. I know your voice." and you're the reason I'm here today. And I think I just looked at him because I didn't know what to say. That's never happened to me. And he said, he introduced himself and he said, my wife and I are down here from Missouri and we're about an hour away. And I told my wife, hey, this idiot I watch on the YouTube says this is a good place. Let's go over there, even though it's an hour drive. And they did. And wouldn't you know it, the time that they're there, I'm there, which I don't know what that says about me, but I mean, I only go there like once every 2 months, maybe once a month, maybe not even once a month. So it was just awesome that we ran into each other. And Matthew, it was just a pleasure meeting you and your wife, and it just tickles me to no end. You don't know just how dumbfounded and impressed I was by that whole thing. So I got to meet one of the five faithful, and it was great to meet him. He's good people, and I just really wanted to share that with you because it made my day. Made more than my day. It was really great to meet you, Matthew, and I'm just dumbfounded, and I'm glad you got to come to the surplus store, and I think he liked it. I think he would agree with me that it's a pretty cool store. But anyway, it was just really great to meet him, and I hope that one day I get to meet more of you out there. That would really be cool. I never in my wildest thought I ever would meet anybody, but it was really cool. Hey, thank you for watching.